Hello party people, it's your girl Sam. I told you I would be back and guess what? I am. So hi, happy to have you. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I have filmed on this channel. I have been going through a lot of things in my personal life, so it's been like a year since I put out a video. And it's been a good 2 years since I've like regularly put content out on this channel. As you can tell probably from the scenery, I am in a new house. And I recently moved in with my partner Steven, and this is giving me the freedom to film content more regularly again. So I'm happy to be back. I'm gonna try to, I have a day job now, so I'm gonna try to put out content at least every other week, but I'll try to do weekly videos. It's just gonna be very hard with my day job. So that being said, with me stepping into this new chapter and this new home where I can fully express my spirituality. This is Hecate's altar behind me. I have some other altars here in the house. The house is filled with my art, and it just feels like a full expression of me. It's wonderful. I thought that I would, one, give thanks to the deities that I've been praying to and who have assisted me along this journey the last couple of years, and two, give you a little taste of what your future home will look like. So this could be your future home like when you're married, and like your dream home that you'll eventually move into. This could be your future home as in the next home that you move into. It's whatever intention that you set. So the profile picture was your pile selection. So pile number 1 is going to be the Alice in Wonderland deck or the Hekate candle. Hekate is the goddess of witchcraft. She's oftentimes depicted with having 3 heads, or as 3 separate women, maiden, mother, and crone. She is a goddess of the crossroads, and in Greek mythology, she is the daughter of, of 2 primordial gods, or 2 Olympian gods. She is she Astera's daughter? I can't remember, but she's up there in rank. She's not just like a goddess, she is like a level up. She is a very powerful, phenomenal goddess. Love her, work with her almost daily. So that's pile number 1. Pile number 2 is Aphrodite. And the Klimt Tarot. I wear an Aphrodite ring a lot. I love working with Aphrodite. She's a goddess of love and beauty, and also a goddess of war. I love her duality. She's got a spicy little temper to her, but she's very bad bitch energy. She knows her worth, and she wants her followers to also know their worth. And then the Klimt Tarot to me just fit in so nicely with her. So that's pile number 2. Pile number 3 is Persephone. She is the queen of the underworld. She is married to Hades. Her story is incredible. She's a goddess of spring and of death. She has this wonderful duality about her, where she is light and airy and springtimey and sweet and gardens, but she's also like this powerful bad bitch era. And the deck that I chose for her is the Labyrinth, because of the storyline here. To me, it just reminded me of Persephone. So that is pile number 3. And then finally, last but not least, pile number 4, Lilith, which, by the way, is the first non-Christian deity I ever worked with. Huge jump. I went from Christianity to working with the mother of demons. So Lilith, it was Adam and Eve, Adam's first wife, and she was cast off of the Garden of Eden. And she was ordered by 3 angels to come back and return to her husband, and she refused. So they cursed her to be the mother of demons, for all of her children to have hooked feet and all kinds of stuff. Powerful feminist deity, empowers women and children. I love, 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 love working with her. She's the first deity I ever worked with. Helped me heal a lot of trauma. And I picked because she's a goddess of demons, and people are often spooked by her. I thought it was fitting to choose the dark Grimoire Tarot, which is kind of a gothic, creepy sort of thing, but she's not creepy. Like, everybody who's afraid of her, I don't get it. I've never found anything but warm and wonderful, beautiful energy with her when you go to her with reverence and respect. That's important. So, I'll give you a moment to meditate and pause for a second, grab yourself something to drink, get some water. I got myself a mango pineapple like fruit smoothie. Get something to hydrate, because if you remember my readings, you know they get juicy and in-depth. Wow, my incense smoke just did a really cool thing. I don't even know how it did that. Like, I'm trying to blow on it and make it do it again, and it's not doing it. Got my little genie lamp here, so make a wish. Let's, whatever the intention is for you, whether this home is your next home, your like future dream home, whatever, the pile selection, like the timestamps, will be in the drop box. So click more, and then I'll have it all typed out for you. So without further ado, let's jump into it. If you selected pile number 1 with the Hekate candle and the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, this is going to be your message on your future home. First things first, Hekate is the goddess of witchcraft and of magic. So I feel like if you were drawn to this pile, you are in your bad witch era. You are a witch. You are a wizard, Harry, okay? So if you don't know that about yourself, there's a reason you were drawn to this video with all these deity candles. Also, I feel like, oh, I'm already getting so many downloads and I haven't pulled cards yet. I'm getting a very magical home. I'm getting the house from Practical Magic. I'm seeing, this is quite literally my dream house. And Alice in Wonderland, it was my favorite book as a child, so this is very me. So I'm getting the house from Practical Magic. It's a big Victorian, beautiful home. It's white, has these towers, has this beautiful kitchen with this gorgeous like white cabinetry, but it's got like these little like intricate little details, and the carpentry is phenomenal. Like, it's got these little slats for the plates to go. It's got this big farmhouse sink, but off of the kitchen is this giant conservatory, and I associate Hekate with herbs. She's also goddess of poisons, low-key, and her candle has lavender in it because that's one of her favorite herbs. So I'm getting that you would have a garden or like a conservatory, a greenhouse at this home. I'm getting that this house would feel very, I just heard sanctimonious, so it'd feel like there would be a presence of magic there, whether it be fae touched, whether it be you yourself are magic, or previous owner was magic, or lived that lifestyle. So the house is very blessed, it's very protected, it'll feel like peaceful, because I was talking about lavender, and like my incense are going directly into my face now. It's gonna feel like the home itself is cleansing you. Like, when you walk into the home, it's like I'm almost seeing like a UV light, and like somebody being like cleansed of their day. Like, they come home, it's like, oh, I can breathe now, right? I feel like you might also cleanse this house regularly. I'm seeing somebody now mop with like lemon water and rosemary oil. I'm seeing somebody open up all the windows and the doors and saging and smoke cleansing the home. I'm also getting that it's gonna be very fairy tale like. This house is gonna feel almost too good to be true. You're gonna constantly wanna pinch yourself, am I dreaming, because of Alice in Wonderland. So in the book or the movie, whichever you prefer, Alice fell asleep under a tree with her cat and then had a dream that she went to Wonderland. There also might be a neighbor, like an older gentleman or something that that is quite fond of you. And I'm not getting like creep vibes or anything like that, because the book Alice in Wonderland, the author wrote the book about like the neighbor's child. Alice was a child that he was fond of. But I'm getting like this neighbor, and like they're cute. I'm now getting the movie The Holiday, where I might not need to pull cards for this video, guys. I'm getting so many downloads. The Holiday, I'm getting the cute little old man. The girl, Kate Winslet or whatever, she was in Titanic. She's in that movie, and she's staying at this house in LA. So you might be in LA, or this house might be in LA. She's also from England, so it might be in England. And she goes to LA to stay in, I think is it Reese Witherspoon? Or I get Reese and another actress mixed up all the time. But she switches homes with her. Jack Black's in that movie. What a cutie. I love him. I adore him. But she stays in her home, and there's this cute little old man that lives across the street, and she sees him like wandering about, and then she starts like taking care of him, and she starts like going over to his house and having tea with him and talking about his accomplishments, finds out that he, you know, like produced all these great movies and stuff. And I have a similar situation here at this house with the lady next door. She's from England, and I love her. Her name is Janine. And Janine's a cutie. She invited me in the other day, was showing me like all how she's gonna decorate her home, and we have very similar taste in art and stuff. So there's something about that. But I'm getting King of Hedgehogs, which I believe is King of Pentacles. But see how this man has like a hammer and stuff. I feel like this there's something significant about like a little old man. Or an elderly person, and they're gonna help you build yourself back up again, I'm getting. Like they're gonna help soften your spirit. And then what was this? The Fool. This is gonna be a leap of faith, and some people might think that you are foolish when you move into this house. Like maybe it's gonna require like a large move, or it's going to require you like maybe it's a little bit out of your price range, so you might have to take a loan, or there's something that people are going to be like, why are you doing this? Like, or maybe it's out of state or out of country, or you're going to have to leave behind a relationship or a marriage or a job in order to relocate to find this house. Like there's something you're going to have a moment that people are going to deem as foolish or a risk, but it's really going to pay off. I've never used these cards before, so they are very stiff. So my shuffling is about to be atrocious. I apologize. I'm hearing the song Fable by Gigi Perez. Fable and true, connect me to someone who gives me the juice. And Fable and true, connect me to someone who gives me the juice. Yeah, there's an old person that's gonna like reinvigorate you somehow. It's weird that I'm getting that. Also, that song is about like the death of her sister. So there might be a death in the family, or for some of you this might be, because I said there's something quite magical about this house. For some of you, you might be inheriting a home from a past loved one. Like maybe they were elderly and that's why I was connected to them. Like maybe this is a grandfather, grandmother. Page of Teacups. And this is going to be an emotional new beginning for you. I'm really connecting to me and my new home right now. I'm also getting cats. When we moved into this house, we have Vladimir, our cat. He's over here in the corner. You might hear him because he likes to meow. He's currently licking himself. He's a cutie. You want to see him? That's Vlad. Say hi, Vlad. But the house also is lifted up on like cinder blocks, and we have a bunch of feral like neighborhood cats that hang out here, and it's made me connect with the Norse deity Freya, because she's like a goddess of like cats. She's a goddess of other things too, but she's connected to cats. And I actually named a cat Freya after her. So maybe you are Norse pagan, or Freya is reaching out to you as a way, or you're gonna move into this house and it's gonna come with a cat. I know that's odd, but maybe it's like out in nature and there's like a barn cat or something, or like a cat just shows up at your house, or maybe there'll be like when you go to look at this house for the first time, there'll be a cat like randomly on the porch or something like that. Because I'm getting a cat, specifically a black cat, but it doesn't have to be a black cat. But I'm getting that song, fable and true, connect me to someone who gets me the truth. I don't know all the lyrics. Hedges of prayer. Just 'cause you believe doesn't mean that it's there. It's so rare. 7 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Hedgehogs apparently are swords. Okay. Page of Hedgehogs. Or maybe this is Pentacles. It's Pentacles, sorry. King of Teacups. King of Cups. 10 of Spears. Oof. Okay, so leading up to this, you have gone through a lot of heartbreak. I'm getting like a death in the family, or like a really bad breakup. That's weird. Okay, I just tasted marijuana. There is no marijuana whatsoever in this. I have not had any marijuana in 2 years. I used to smoke quite regularly, but for some reason when I tasted that smoothie just now, and I've had many sips of this, it was the first time that happened, I tasted marijuana. So maybe somebody's a smoker. Weird. But I'm getting, okay, so you've got the 9 of Wands, and then you've got the 10 of Wands, and then you've got the Ace of Wands. And I'm getting like a lot of burden and trying to carry something that's really heavy, and then like a passionate new beginning, and like pursuing something new and it paying off. Because then you've got the 10 of Pentacles, and then you've got the King of Teacups, which is the King of Cups. So I feel like it's going to leave you very emotionally satisfied. Let me tap in for a moment and see if I can get any more physical characteristics of the house. Let me... The Night Fairies, okay. The Portal. Okay, so remember how I mentioned that the Practical Magic House had a tower to it? Immediately when taking this deck out, there's a tower in the background. And I feel like moving into this house, you're gonna have a tower moment and then move in, so maybe that's why it's coming out so significantly. But I'm getting that your house might actually physically have a tower to it, which goals. I'm also getting like a lot of florals. You're definitely gonna have a garden, and a very pretty one at that. I'm getting wisteria. I'm getting stained glass windows because I keep noticing like the reflection of like, I have crystals and stuff up my window, and I keep noticing like these like rainbow reflections on the walls. So I'm getting something like that. Like your house might have a lot of crystals. You might have stained glass windows. I'm getting like, really getting a Victorian, guys. I'm really getting a Victorian. I'm getting ivy. If it's not a Victorian, it is an old house with a lot of charm. It might have ivy growing up it. I'm seeing like a moss covered like lawn. I'm even, for some of you, seeing like a garden with statues in it that have moss growing up them. I love this house that I'm tapping into. A lot of nature, a lot of nature. Remember earlier how I said this house might be fae touched? You might have fae or fairy in your yard. I think they're completely benevolent. I think that they mean you no harm. If anything, they're like protectors of the home. Be careful working with the fae because they can be tricksters. But for the most part, they're fantastic little creatures. I love them. Ooh, spooky bitch. So Halloween calling. Yeah, okay, I get that. Hekate is the goddess of witchcraft, and I said that you might be a witch. I'm gonna cover her up a little bit because she's naked. But this is a little witch in front of a jack-o'-lantern. Your house might also be like the perfect Halloween house. Like I'm getting Victorian, I'm getting like spooky witchy cottage, I'm getting that. So whatever you're more or less gravitating towards would be the direction it goes in, but it definitely has character. I'm getting, if it's cottage, it's like a craftsman with like wood beams and like these really intricate like little carvings and stuff. Like it's very intricate. If it's a Victorian, it has all of the old Victorian charm. It has like the intricate spindles. It has like the penny tile, it has the stained glass, it has the clawfoot tub. The fireplace might even have like a carving of like the Green Man and stuff. Like it's very intricate. It's beautiful. Ooh, I just heard Art Nouveau. So for some of you, it might have some Art Nouveau influence, which by the way is my favorite aesthetic. Art Nouveau is, Art Deco is like if dwarves made it. Art Nouveau is like if elves made it. And your girl's a Lord of the Rings fan, and I'd be an elf, just saying. So, I think that's all for you guys. This was such an easy read. I don't know how much actual tarot I'm gonna need to pull for this reading. Huh, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to have to pull more cards. So, if you enjoyed that, please leave a comment. It's been a really, really, really long time since I've uploaded, so if you guys could please leave a comment, let me know that you missed me, request videos, follow, please. I'm so close to be able to record lives and stuff, because if you get to 1,000 followers, you can then record a live. And I really want to get there. I think I'm at like 800 and something, so I'm very, very close. So if you guys could like, follow, subscribe, all that, leave a comment, I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Let me grab another incense, and I will jump into pile 2. It smells delish. Come on. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. All right, clearing out the energy of pile number 1. Please let me tap into pile number 2. Clearing out the energy of pile number 1. Please help me to tap into the energy of pile number 2. The collective who chose Aphrodite in Klimt Tarot. Hi everybody, if you chose pile number 2 or the Aphrodite candle or the Klimt Tarot, this is going to be a reading on your future home, whether it be your like future home or your next immediate home. I'm already getting so much imagery. Okay. Whew, woosah, Samantha. Okay. So I'm so excited. Aphrodite is one of my favorite deities. She's a goddess of beauty and love, and also of war. She's also associated with the beach, and the Romans took her story from Greek mythology and kind of like used it and turned her into the Venus. And as a Taurus, I connect heavily with Venusian energy, so this is exquisite. Okay, so first thing that I'm seeing is a beach house or a house on the water. It doesn't have to be beach, it could be a lake, but I'm seeing water. I'm also seeing like almost a Spanish style home, like stucco, huge windows, and I'm seeing these gorgeous like intricately carved wooden doors that like open up, like these double doors that open up. But I'm getting almost like a Spanish style house. I'm getting like those clay, like rounded shingles. I'm getting like not an armoire, that's not the right word. What's the word that I'm looking for? You know, what is the word that I'm looking for? The word. Maybe you're somebody who really likes words, like maybe you're a poet or a writer, or you are I'm getting so much, it's hard for me to keep track. I'm getting some of the Spanish influence, so maybe you are Cuban, Puerto Rican, Spanish, Mexican. I'm getting that. This might be a family home, but I'm getting that it's a home that you will acquire through love because of Aphrodite. Like, it'll be a home that you acquire when you get married. Like, maybe this will be your first home with your future partner, or maybe you have, like, you will inherit this house, but like there's something about like your grandparents or somebody will only pass it down to you once you're married, something like that. But I'm getting a Spanish home on the water. I'm really getting Puerto Rico for some reason. Puerto Rico is coming through heavily. I'm seeing teals, like maybe the water is like very crystalline and teal. I'm getting white. I'm also getting Greece now. Like I've never been to Greece. Okay, I've never traveled outside the country except for on a cruise ship. So this is all just based off of pictures I've seen on the internet. But I'm getting like, you know, those like kind of stucco style houses that you see in like Greece, and they're white, and a lot of times they have like teal doors and like little stone pathways, and they're often like on a cliffside and there's just water. I'm getting something like that. I'm getting like terracotta stone like tiles. I'm getting like, oh, it's beautiful, but I'm getting lots of plants, lush plants, and I'm getting this home smells wonderful. Like maybe you can cook. I'm getting very, very, very Venusian things. This reading, these tarot reading is just turning into channeled messages because like spirit is just coming through. I'm getting that it smells heavenly. Like maybe there is flowers or something that like come through. I'm getting that like the weather wherever this is beautiful, so you keep the doors and the windows open a lot, and the fresh breeze just comes in. I'm smelling salt air. I'm smelling like a sweet floral, like a honeysuckle or a jasmine or something that's very sweet smelling. I'm also getting delicious food, like the food just exquisite. I'm so hungry now just thinking about it. But I'm getting the sea. All right, Klimt Tarot. Gustave Klimt was an artist that paints some of my favorite paintings of all time. The Lovers is one of my favorite paintings of all time. It's beautiful. His depiction of humans, however, a lot of times they're nude. Okay, so, but a lot of times they're like emaciatedly thin. I don't know what that's about. Or they're like poor or huddled together, or like he depicts people in a very real way. Like this woman is quite fat. I think she's supposed to be pregnant. But she's got a double chin. Her breasts are like down around her belly. Like he depicts people in a very real and raw way. And then he's got other women that he depicts quite beautifully. There's something here about this home feeling like a full expression of who you are. I'm now getting jasmine. Okay. Reel it in. Oh, jasmine. I'm getting kind of like old-timey, like ancient, like Grecian, and even like Arabic sort of influence. I'm seeing like satin, like curtains and stuff. Like I'm seeing a lot of drapery and like floor pillows and like really pretty rugs, like Persian rugs, and I'm now getting like Jasmine from Aladdin and like her castle, but like not this being a castle. And maybe if so, hey there, awesome. But I'm getting like the way it was decorated on the inside, and that like Middle Eastern sort of influence. I'm now getting like the scent of like hookah, and I'm getting like I'm seeing somebody put, I forget what it's called, it's like the charcoal powder. They usually have them in these beautiful like they almost look like perfume bottles, and they like swipe it in their eye. It's supposed to be fantastic for your vision and protect your eyes and great for like eye health. I'm getting that. I'm getting also, there's a type of perfume that Arabic women wear that it's like it's like a rock like perfume, and they burn it like an incense, and then they smell wonderful. There's something about the way this place smells. It's beautiful. But it's also the food. It's a full sensory experience. I'm also getting that it might be close to somewhere where music is played. Like maybe it's close to like a town square or something, or you have a neighbor who plays an instrument, or maybe you play an instrument, because I'm getting like music, I'm getting food, I'm getting laughter, I'm getting children like running in the street, I'm getting dancing and festivals, and I'm getting so much more than just the house. The house itself is beautiful, but it might be kind of a humble house. Like, it's beautiful, but it might not be this big, exquisite mansion. But there's something so rich about the location of this house. It's gonna feel like you won the lottery, because the location, the people, the community that this house is in is just chef's kiss. It doesn't get any better. Queen of Pentacles. Like, you're gonna feel like the queen of the castle. That might be why I was getting Jasmine. Let me get some more, Spirit. Okay, so wow. Okay, so here's a pregnant woman. I'm just gonna flash her because she's naked. And then here's a mother and a child. So for some of you, you might be a woman and a single mom, and you might be moving there after a divorce or something, or this might be, I said something about like getting this house when you're in love. So you might be moving to this house like in around the exact same time, finding out you're pregnant, or you might be inheriting this house because you're pregnant and you made an heir to your family or something like that. Yeah, there's another mom and a child. That kind of looks like my Nova in me. a lot of boobies in this, and a couple of bushes. And you know, we love a full bush. And I said that, and this woman's clearly shaved. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. She looks like she's praying. Look. She's another emaciatedly thin person. There's a lot of them in here. So this might come after a time, because it was for some of you getting like a single mom energy. This might come after a time of like feeling like starved of what you want. Like left out, starving, craving something better, like a different life for yourself. This is feeling like a fresh start. And if you're not physically having children, you're birthing something new. Queen of Wands, right as I said that, the queen of creativity. So you might be moving here to start like a creative project. Like maybe you're living in this house to write a book, or you moved, like say for example your grandparents had a little house in Puerto Rico, and you go there to get away from where you live currently, and you write something or you paint there. I'm now seeing somebody like on a coast of like France, and they're like painting, like it's giving that. I'm getting international. So if you are in America, this is in another country. because I'm not getting America at all. I'm getting somewhere with a beach. I'm getting Spanish stucco style, beautiful house. Not at all my aesthetic, but it is gorgeous. And I'm getting like the way it's decorated is very homey and cozy and luxe. Like it smells nice, it looks nice, it's aesthetically pleasing. I'm getting little pops of color, like it's not super colorful, like I feel like it would be quite neutral, but there's pops of bright, pretty color in the house, like bright oranges or bright teals or bright, like there's pops of color throughout this house. So yeah, that is pile number 2. Spirit, please help me clear out the energy of pile number 1 and 2 and help me get new, fresh energy for pile number 3. New, fresh energy from pile number 2. Pile number 3. New, fresh energy for pile number 3. So let it be. Thank you, Spirit. Alright. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose Persephone or the Labyrinth Tarot, this is going to be your reading on your future home. This could be your next home. This could be your future home, like once you're married, settle down, have kids, like the house you retired in, whatever you expect. This was supposed to be a tarot reading, and I think because I have grown so accustomed to doing channeled messages over the last couple years, I am just channeling, like getting like clairaudient, clairvoyant, like pictures in my head. So there's not a lot of tarot, but it is detailed. So Persephone is the queen of the underworld. She was also a goddess of spring. She is the daughter of Demeter, and Demeter was a goddess of harvest, and she was kept from her gifts and didn't understand her true power, and the fates had decided that she would marry Hades, god of the underworld. Odd pairing, goddess of spring, god of the underworld, and they end up together. Some versions of the story, he tricks her and it's kind of like a hostage sort of situation, kind of giving like Beauty and the Beast. In other versions of the story, it was a choice. She loved him. So, but I picked the Labyrinth because the Labyrinth is kind of similar to where the Goblin King gets this young girl, I believe her name was Sarah, and he gets her to go to that castle. He tries to get her to marry him, all that jazz. So there might be something about this will be your future partner's home, like your future husband's house or your future wife's house. And it might be different from what you're accustomed to. I think it'll be quite beautiful. I think it'll be very luxe, very rich in nature. It'll feel like a kingdom. But I feel like this house will be very different from what you want. You might be reluctant to move in there at first. It might not initially feel like your home. It might feel like you're in foreign territory for some reason. And for some of you, this will not be for everyone, but for some of you, this might be an arranged marriage. This might be a cultural thing where your parents have picked out who you're marrying, and there might be hesitation to move to this new house because of that. I'm getting that for some of you. But just like Persephone, she eventually grew to love the underworld and see it in all of its beauty, and grew to love Hades. And when she would go back to the earthly realm to bring in spring, she would long to go back to the underworld with Hades. So if you ever have to travel for work or go back home to visit your family or something, you will miss this house. You will grow to love this house. Hi, Vlad. What do you want, baby? Hi. I love you. Are you going to keep yelling at me? You can come over here? You can come over here. I feel like you will love this house. There's something about nighttime here. There's a flower that blooms at night. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm getting that. It's a white flower and it only blooms at night. I'm also getting like a moon garden. I'm getting, there's something very intentional about a garden, because in the labyrinth, we all know what a labyrinth is. It can be a stone labyrinth or a hedge labyrinth, but a labyrinth is a maze, traditionally used. It's just fun. Getting something about, maybe this house is very grand and you almost get lost in it at first. Like maybe it's got a lot of land, or it's a huge house with like, now getting a house that I used to have a repetitive dream about. It was like this freaking giant mansion, and it had a staircase that would veer off into 2 staircases. And for some reason in my dream I'd always go to the right side. I've always wondered what was on the left side, but I always go to the right. And go through a door, and then I would enter this big ballroom, and in the back of the ballroom there's another door, and then I'd go through that door, and it'd lead me to another room, and then it'd lead me to another room. It was like this never-ending maze of rooms. Maybe there's something like that, like maybe this is an old house and it's very closed off, so you have to constantly go through doors. Like there's a lot, it's not an open floor plan, it's not a studio. Like you could almost get lost in this house. Or maybe this house is so cozy and so homey that you get lost in it, as in like you never want to leave. There's something about that, and there's something about nighttime. It's very beautiful at night. Maybe it's out in the country and you can see all the stars and the constellations. Maybe you're marrying a vampire. I'm just kidding, I'm joking. But there's something about night and this house really coming to life at night. Maybe this house is haunted, low-key, because God and goddess of the underworld, which rules over death and the afterlife. Maybe this house is low-key haunted. I'm not getting creepy vibes at all, but I'm getting, might be off-putting at first. Interesting. Let's see if I can get some physical characteristics of this house. I'm getting that it might be quite big and quite grand. I'm getting like intricate like door knockers and cool like gargoyles and like statues and like intricate intricate details. I'm getting the bog from the labyrinth, so maybe there is a marsh or a pond or something. I'm mostly getting Bluto, so maybe there's a, I'm getting, now I'm hearing dumb dog, why do you keep following me? Maybe there's a big doofy dog, like I'm getting like a Newfoundland, like a big doofy dog. Or like a Saint Bernard, or like a big slobbery doofy ass dog. Can you tell me more about this house, please, Spirit? Tell me more about this house. What does it look like? Ten of Pentacles. So it is a grand house. 10 of Pentacles is like lots of money. I'm getting though that there's something like old-timey about it. Like this house is old and kind of rustic, but really, really cool. Really cool. Maybe a stone house. Ten of Swords. Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is going to come to you through a marriage. Two of air. Yeah, I'm getting like a resistance to a marriage. This has nothing to do with the house. Spirit, help me tap into the house. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here for a second. I'm seeing a gate, and I'm seeing a long pathway, and I'm seeing like a lot of trees, like big oak trees or dogwood trees, like a tree line, a driveway lined with trees. And I'm seeing a very large house, either like a plantation house or it's big and it's grand. I'm seeing a grand house. For some of you, there might even be like a servant's quarter. Yeah, look, there's the maze again. This is a house you can get lost in. It's huge. It's too much damn house. I would not want to have to clean this house. Oh, there's a show recently that I watched that I'm getting. It's called Briar's Manor or something like that. It was a show about like a haunted house, and I was getting haunted. Okay, in that show, there's this big ass house, and there's a whole wing of the house I couldn't even go into, and it was like in England, and it was one of those like cool old really pretty house, gorgeous ass house, had like beautiful woodwork, original hardwood floors, all that. There was like a servant's kitchen and everything in this house. I'm getting something like that. Like there's a whole like separate wing of the house that's for like maids and nannies, and it might not be today used for that, but I feel like if that was in the house, it's still in the house today. Like there's a servant's pantry, like there's a butler's pantry or something, something like that. But the house is haunted, and I feel like, oh, maybe it's a ghost of, or the spirit or the energy signature of a past servant or a past nanny or something is in that house. I hate that I got plantation house, because now it's making me think of slavery, and I hate that. Ew, gross. Look, a dog. Did I not say a doofy big ass dog? There's a doofy dog. Maybe there's a ghost of a dog, or maybe this person has a big doofy dog. But look, here's a pot, and it's like, these are supposed to be like ladles, but to me these looked like shackles. There's something here about a servant's quarter. Maybe slavery was involved somehow, some way. If so, cleanse that house. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Do a little ritual. Leave a little offering for those past servants. Ask them to please, you know, especially if you're palm colored like me, ask them to please forgive the past owners of that house and help them to move on in some way. But thank them for their service. Thank them for, thank them. Leave an offering to them. If you're not palm colored and you are black and you're moving into like a plantation house or something, maybe your ancestors or something were once served, like slaves within that house. I was trying to find a nicer word, but the spirit's like, don't muddle words. Give offerings to your ancestors. I wasn't expecting this to be so heavy. There's a heaviness in this home, but yeah, there's a heaviness in this home. So there's a need to cleanse this home. Right as I said that, pushing boulders. There's a need to push out old stagnant energy that is in this house. Yeah, the way this smoke is just billowing overhead, very much so. But yeah, that is, I'm getting it's a beautiful grand house. I'm getting that eventually you will grow to love this house, just like Persephone grew to love the underworld. But there's an initial resistance to the house. I can understand if it's a plantation house. You wouldn't catch me living in a plantation. I don't care if it's the most gorgeous house I've ever seen. I'm not fucking living in a plantation. The energy is just off in plantation houses. And I love old houses, so, but yeah, there's something about that, the Hermit. But I feel like once you get the energy cleared and cleansed, and once you grow accustomed to this house, you're never gonna want to leave. It's a beautiful home. It'll feel cozy. It'll feel warm. You're gonna love this. You're gonna grow to really, 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 really love this house. But there is something amidst spiritually within this house. So that is the energy of pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. It has been a really long time since I've uploaded. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can start uploading lives. If you could do me a favor and leave a comment, like, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know. Thank you. Bye. All right, let's clear out that energy, because I did not like that. The house is pretty, but no thank you. My white ass does not need to be dealing with slave ghosts. Nope. All right. Clear out that energy, Spirit. Please help me clear out the energies of pile 1, 2, and 3 and tap into the energy of pile number 4, Spirit. Help me to tap into the energy of pile number 4, that collective, Spirit. Okay. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the Lilith candle, by the way, first deity I ever worked with, she's a bad bitch, or the dark Grimoire, this is going to be your reading on your future home. This could be your next future home or your future home. Immediately I'm getting gothic. I'm getting like similar to pile number 1, I'm getting like a Victorian, like gothic sort of mansion sort of situation, but the aesthetic appeal is different than pile number 1. So you might have been drawn to pile number 1. If so, go over there, because Lilith and Hekate are often associated together. I actually have a necklace that has both of their symbols on it, so they often go hand in hand. Pile number 1 was Hekate, this one's Lilith. So only if you're drawn. If not, I'm getting goth, I'm getting really cool garden, I'm getting dark, deep jewel tones, I'm getting like hardwood floors, I'm getting really cool taxidermy, like, oof. Have you seen Vita Von Teese? She's a burlesque dancer. Her house is what I'm seeing in my head, like cool gothic art, like very, very cool. But this is like traditionally gothic, like I'm seeing like candelabras. I'm getting more of the decor of the house instead of the house itself, but I'm getting like, for some of you, I'm getting, okay, there is a page on Instagram called the Victorian Octagon. It's my favorite Instagram account. It is a house that a woman is decorating, and she even used like an old like coffin like wheeler for like a morgue, like a cart thing to help wheel around a coffin as a coffee table stand. Like I'm getting like really cool like taxidermy, and maybe you have like, I don't know, like a heart in a jar, or like something like, I'm getting, maybe you will have like an oddities store, and this is like, this house is decorated from like some like oddities and stuff. I'm getting the Ouija board, I'm getting a lot. Okay. Immediately there is a house. An old church. Oh, how badass would that be to turn an old chapel into like a gothic house? It would eat, y'all. It would eat. Ooh, it would eat. And a lot of like old churches have Gothic architecture. So maybe, because I'm getting like there's a church in the background of this. This woman's looking out around a town, so maybe this house has a balcony. I'm getting like a balcony area. I'm getting big goth vibes. Ooh, I love this. I love this. For some of you might have a dungeon or like a naughty space within this house, because I'm getting choke me. Like, hey, would you love me? Low key wanna date me when you fuck me? Because I'm getting the song Hot Demon Bitches. Which, so there might be like a dungeon. Now I'm getting the house from the Addams Family. But just like in the Addams Family, like they're gothic and creepy, but their love, their marriage, Morticia and Gomez, marriage goals. Like, yeah, this is giving church, guys. For some of you, and look, this is like a dungeon space. For some of you, you are quite literally taking an old church and turning it into a house. And to that I say, please send me pictures, because I am going to love this house. Oof, it's so cool. But there's like an apothecary or a dungeon, maybe even a sex dungeon, you know, if you're into that sort of thing. There is I'm getting like a really cool basement space, like an underground space. Like for some of you, maybe this house has like hidden tunnels or something, or like, I'm getting hidden rooms. Ooh, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this. I've always wanted a hidden library. I'm now getting that scene in Anastasia where the butler kid, I can't remember his name, Dimitri's talking about how he helped her and her grandmother escape through that hidden door. So there's a hidden something, a hidden door, a hidden attic space, a hidden basement, it's hidden behind like a bookcase, or like I'm getting even just the molding in the wall is like perfectly blends the door and you would never know it was there. Interesting. Give me more of the house itself. Might have to go to a different deck, because this deck is creepy. Okay, so this deck is creepy, but see how this mirror has all these really intricate like carvings and detailings at the top? I'm getting something about that, like very intricate, cool detailing. There's a pond or a water feature. For some of you, it is a fountain. I'm getting that. Yeah, look, I kid you not. I said that because this woman is in a pond. And then look behind. There's a water fountain right here. This carving is a face spitting out water. There's a really cool fountain feature. This house is dope, but it's definitely giving goth vibes. And I fuck with it heavily. Yeah, there's something about water. There is a cool water feature in this house, whether it be a pond, like a really pretty pond, like a koi fish pond, or like a lake, or it's on the water or something, or there is like a fountain of sorts. Yeah, every single card I keep turning to has some sort of water, and the church is back. They're getting it's a church. I'm getting you guys are moving into a church. So that's the reading. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. If you would like to request a specific video topic, comment below. I am just now getting back into this after taking a couple years of a hiatus. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a magical, wonderful, beautiful day.